Hey everyone, after a very rocky January, it's time for Black History Month. And the first movie that Kay suggested out of the four that we got from our libraries and Netflix is
Oh, excuse me.
B.A.P.S. Black
Yes.
American Princesses.
Princesses. Woohoo!
Now, if you're wondering how I found this movie, or how I even heard of this movie, I was watching a sketch from the Chris Rock show called Halle Berry 911, and one of the things he was talking about at the beginning was whenever you see Halle Berry, it's in an award-winning movie like X-Men, dot dot dot, or the controversial B.A.P.S. So, as soon as I heard
Ta-da!
of that, I was like, well, let me look it up. Yeah, it qualifies for February. You describe. I said this is kind of like
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman meets Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And then I thought it was like maybe it's like Mr. No,
Deeds.
Mr. Deeds meets Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But yeah, you got it right. It's Pretty Woman uh with added flavor.
Soul.
So
Sorry, I'm tired.
basically, the plot of this movie is that Halle Berry and Mickey,
Izzy and Mickey.
Nessie and Mickey.
Nessie and Mickey. Sorry.
I'm not going to remember their
Denise.
names.
Denise and Denise is Niecy. Well, anyway,
I'm not going to
two
remember their
girls,
names, so I'm going to say Halle Berry and the other girl.
two young ladies from Georgia.
Yeah.
Decatur. Where was they from?
Atlanta? Savannah, maybe?
No, I thought it was Decatur.
Maybe it was Decatur. Anyway, they're working at this diner, and they hear, hey, who's that guy? Heavy D. That aged well. Passed away a couple years ago.
Oh.
It's like,
Anyway.
this month of Black History Month is dedicated to the memory of Chadwick Boseman.
Very nice.
Even though we're not reviewing any of his movies.
Very nice.
But anyway, Heavy D says, or they're doing an audition in LA for,
He needs a dancer.
and they're shooting all over the world, so Halle Berry is like, that's my calling. And her friend goes with her.
Well, they had to use all the money. They packed up. They didn't have an apartment anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Everything they had was in two suitcases. So I don't know what the apartment was
Two
like.
suitcases each, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they go to a place called the Gold Tooth,
And
where
everyone's got caps on their teeth.
there was kind of a funny joke. Kate, just stand still for this one. Ding 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 ding.
Yeah.
Okay, come on in.
The metal. Yeah. It was ladies' night, so ladies got in free.
And the drinks were like $9 each.
No, there were four of them that cost $18.
I thought there were two of them that cost $18.
Oh, I thought it was four. Oh,
Maybe
anyway.
it was four. Like buy them. Oh, maybe it was four. Whatever. Pricey, I'm guessing. So anyway, then Halle Berry and her boyfriend kind of have a falling out. So then they get unique hairstyles?
Yeah. He always wanted to own his own fleet of limos or something, or cars.
And Halle Berry and her friend wanted to own a combination soul food restaurant and hair salon, which
Yeah.
that sounds like that would break 100 health code violations.
And Halle Berry said to her boyfriend, "How can you go and do that? You don't even have a driver's license."
This is the point in the movie where they crossed over with the Dukes of Hazzard, apparently. Anyway, so then Halle Berry gives them hair makeovers. One
Oh
of the
my god.
girls looks like this,
Yeah.
and the other one looks like she has a wicker trash can on her,
Basket.
yeah, on her head.
That is one sided. It goes.
And then, yay, we get a cameo by Mad TV cast member Deborah Wilson, who plays a flight attendant. Where I was like, is that Deborah Wilson? I was like, yeah, it was.
Ladies, even though your hair looks wonderful,
Yeah,
can
it
you
was.
just lower so people can see the movie?
Yeah, it was essentially like this. So they had to like duck their head, and you know what? Break my arm. I will never be able to tell you what movie they were watching on the plane.
Yeah. And the guy that was sitting next to
Was like, I'll pay you anything to let me
move my
change seats.
seat, because every time she moved her head, she kept hitting him in the face.
So
And
anyway,
it was so much hairspray, it was so stiff, it was like straw. Maybe it was.
or
but,
wicker.
Yeah.
So anyway, then they go to the audition, and there's a long.
Well, they don't see the long line yet.
line.
They're like, oh, we must be early. Nobody's here yet. And then they turn the corner. Oh my god, it went this way, then it went in the building, around and around, and oh my god. They're not used to LA auditions.
So one of the girls is wearing like a training bra and a pair of underwear, and that's pretty much her outfit.
Leotards.
Yeah, and she's doing dances, but then Halle Berry does like some
weird thing, like
she's doing the robot or something. Which, okay, one thing I do want to say about this movie, or two things. One, Halle Berry may not be very funny in the movie, but either she or the costume people know you. Most of the people that are going to see this movie are there to see Halle Berry's body.
Okay.
And the second thing is, this is not me judging her on any of her other work, but I don't think she can talk
with caps
gangster.
On her teeth? With caps on her teeth?
No, I don't think she can talk gangster. She doesn't. It doesn't really work. I haven't seen those X-Men movies in a while, but I imagine her Jamaican or British accent in those movies is better. But it's like, ugh, okay.
So they don't move on in the audition, and then somebody comes up
But then a guy who is kind of like the Dollar General Hugh Grant. That's one of my running gags.
Okay.
Who's French. So I guess the Euro Hugh Grant. Or, no, the Pound Town Hugh Grant, I guess.
Whatever.
That's the name name of the dollar store in England. I thought it was something else when I heard that.
Okay.
He's like,
okay, can we go on?
Well, actually, my French accent works. You can go with me, and I am doing a modeling video. I pay you 10 grand plus room and board.
He did not sound like that. Anyway.
When else is my French accent going to make sense?
Whatever.
Makes more sense here than it did in Japan.
Okay, true.
So anyway, then they go over, and then it's pretty much like Mr. Deeds, where they're like, oh, wow. Man, that drawing looks terrible. David has the statue of David is tiny. And then they meet the butler, Manley, I think is his name, is his last name?
I think so.
But they call him Alfred, and he's like, I do not understand. It's like, Alfred, the Batman movies. You can be in the sequel. Which this came out in 97, so, yeah, dude, you're totally qualified to play Alfred in Batman Triumphant.
Okay.
With George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, and Jenny McCarthy as Harley Quinn.
Oh.
And maybe Coolio as the Scarecrow. I don't remember what was even proposed in that movie. So anyway, then they find out what a...
They're being hired to act to be
no,
Lily's
it's
granddaughter.
is it like a bidet or
Oh,
what is that
yeah.
called?
Yes, it is a bidet.
Okay, I no, it's like another. It's like a.
It's a bidet. It's a bidet.
And that results in some pretty funny gags. Then they find out it's like they have to try to pretend that that Halle Berry is the granddaughter of
Lily,
Lily. Yeah, this
the
old guy,
Mr. B's
Martin
first
Landau's.
love.
Mm-hmm.
And his parents wouldn't let them be together. They separated them.
And he only has about 2 weeks left to live, so just keep him happy.
Yep. And then they
And
were going to make $10,000.
no, it was 1,000.
10,000.
Oh,
Mr.
10,000.
Mr.
That's right.
B offered them 50,000 each.
That's going a little. That's about 40 minutes into the movie.
Okay. Well, look.
So anyway, then this may be something I'm not a big fan of, but this is when they lose their fish out of water, like their Will Smith in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air into more of like Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where they go from like the fish out of water to being more like, I don't know, high society, I guess.
No.
They change a little bit.
Very little. Very little.
There's less
They
gags.
did not know how to act in the clothing stores or in the restaurant.
There's less
Oh
gags. There's less gags about them being different in the mansion. You know, I was kind of hoping
everybody in the mansion, the help started to really.
I was kind of hoping like a Princess Diaries like thing.
Oh,
maybe that was me or Mr. Deeds. Yes, I like that movie.
Yep, we've got it.
So, one of the girl, what's her name? Mickey sees the food and is like, "No wonder you're dying. This food looks terrible." So she modifies it with like soul food style, including
greens and
sweet potatoes. And what
she redid the chicken somehow. I don't know what she did.
It looks like caramel apples, maybe. Like apple pie things.
Maybe she was doing soul food.
Well, she was doing soul food. And then the old guy, he has ice cream and then he says, "What's for breakfast?" Then it becomes Pretty Woman with a shopping montage.
Yep.
And
they were going on a shopping spree.
And another...
They tried out different outfits. Oh, God, the yellow was a little too much. Feathery and...
And then, another funny...
Then they went shopping for him, too, remember?
Yeah. Another funny bit was...
The restaurant?
Well, I noticed a lot of kind of funny bits involve the butler.
Oh, yeah, he was pretty good.
Such as, him having to, like... excuse me, do you know what this Tupac is? Including going into, like, a music store, and it's like, those don't look like cassettes to me. Yeah, well.
Well, and then the guy's like, "Oh, the classical's in the back," and he's like, "No, I need rap." And he pulls out
some
this long...
iced tea, or some ice cube.
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to add flavor to your repertoire. Very good, sir. Or, oh, you're trying to add flavor to your repertoire. Come here.
Yep. Oh, we've got this. We got that.
Another funny bit, and I've kind of seen this on... I saw the reverse of it on In Living Color, which came out first, but this was funnier. Where they took, like... Shakespeare, and then they... made it urban. This, they took urban, and then the butler had to, like, say it, basically, which made it kind of funny, like, uh-huh. He says, you're full of it, you dig. Or something like that, which I thought that was pretty funny.
You real.
Or, for real. There's
If
also,
she biting her lip.
yes, she is biting her lip. There's
They want it.
we'll make this movie short because someone wants it to be shorter. So
I have to go to
one,
bed.
it's like five. It's like noon when this is posted.
Okay.
You're ruining the illusion.
Come on.
One other scene that's pretty funny.
The disco or whatever you want to call it, or the.
No, I was gonna say the fight scene where they reference Tyson.
Oh yeah. Oh, he doesn't hit like that.
which is pretty funny. Oh,
And they didn't break a nail. They didn't break a nail.
and then when the cops came over to like arrest that guy, he was like, oh.
Stand up and walk.
I don't know if I can. Let's see. Oh, one other.
And the butler stood up for them because the grandson came by and he said, "We're going to call the police. We're going to have you three arrested." And he's like, the girls had nothing to do with it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of that grandson, he kind of looked like Biff Tannen from the Back to the Future movies. You know, the curly kind of blonde hair and stuff.
Yes.
You know, just in case people didn't remember who Biff Tannen was.
He was a jerk.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, let's...
We're not going to ruin the end. You have to watch it. It's worth it.
It's pretty interesting. It does slowly lose its luster after about maybe an hour 10, maybe even 15 minutes in.
But, they had to bring it to a close, and I think that they did it okay.
But yeah,
I still wanted to know who the grandson was talking to on the phone.
This movie is not the...
It probably didn't get rated well. But
it didn't. It also bombed at the box office.
She was annoying, but if you
Halle Berry.
Yeah, the other one too. If you stuck with it, it wasn't all that bad.
I've seen more annoying types of these characters, like
Screamers.
Dang it! I keep forgetting her name. Mickey. I've seen a more annoying version of Mickey in 50 Shades of Black, except she was played by a white girl. Ha ha ha.
Got it.
I haven't seen that many Halle Berry movies. Maybe this... Movie
So
43 wasn't completely terrible.
Okay, what do you think about it?
I'm trying to think, like, I don't know.
If you have nothing else to watch, it's fine. If you can put up with their voice, their language. I thought at one moment she was going to dance in the hall with the light on her, but...
There is an F-bomb in it, but there's no nudity, so if you're okay with that, then you'll be okay. There's no N-word, so that makes it much better than Meet the Blacks.
Yeah. Hey, say hi. Say hi.
And this is way better than Watermelon Man, in my opinion.
Oh, jeez, yes.
This is actually funny and not annoying. Anyway, that's all I have to say. I'm trying to think, like, is there anything I could compare it to? It's like... I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't know know if I can.
Yep.
So, your thoughts?
No, I already said it. I said if you have nothing to watch, and you can put up with their voices, then go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Tune in next time where, you know what? The next movie that's going to be about 2 hours, so let's watch the third movie, which is only 90 minutes, okay?
Oh, well, maybe. We'll see what
Join us next
happens.
time when
Okay.
we take a look at a Wayne's Brothers movie.
Oh, boy.
Bye!
Oh.